This is drone footage of a blue whale feeding. The mouth opens so wide that it can take in 220 tons of water. As many as 2 million small fish and shrimp are sucked into the blue whale's bloody mouth. Before feeding, the blue whale often rolls over in a 180-degree turn to adjust its stance, then rushes at full speed into a dense swarm of krill. Watch its mouth. It's now opening 90 degrees wide. It swallows 220 tons of seawater in a single go. At this moment, the skin around its throat and belly expands dramatically, doubling its size in an instant, and then filters the seawater through its baleen plates. It is estimated that an adult blue whale eats about 4 tons of krill a day. If it has less than 2 tons of food in its belly, it starts to feel really hungry. That's why it often dives 40 meters deep to search for food. Because it spends so much time underwater, each time it surfaces to breathe, it blasts a spout of water 15 meters high, looking just like a fountain from afar. The blue whale is the largest animal that has ever lived on Earth. An adult blue whale can be more than 30 meters long. It weighs almost 180 tons. Its mouth is large enough to easily fit 10 adults in and out. Its heart is the size of a car, and with one beat, it pumps out hundreds of liters of blood. Its tongue alone weighs more than a fully grown elephant. In a year, it travels a distance equal to circling the Earth twice. At birth, a baby whale already weighs about 6 tons and measures 7 meters long. A calf drinks around 400 liters of milk every day. In just 24 hours of nursing, it can gain nearly 100 kilograms. That's roughly 75 grams every minute. Despite its large size, the blue whale is very gentle. It never attacks other animals on its own. Its diet mostly consists of tiny fish, shrimp, and plankton. It's hard to believe that the world's largest creature feeds on such a small animal. So why is it so big, and yet it mainly eats small shrimps? There are 2 main reasons. First, even though everything else of a blue whale is big, its throat is surprisingly narrow, only about 12 inches wide. It simply can't swallow anything larger. That tiny throat has nothing on its massive appetite. Second, krill are the most abundant animals on the planet. Where warm and cold waters mix, food is plentiful, just the right amount to meet the needs of blue whales. An adult blue whale needs 3 to 4 tons of food a day. That's around 15,000 to 20,000 kilocalories, roughly 10,000 times what a human eats in a day. In addition, when blue whales hunt, they will choose the densest shrimp swarms to hit so they can store enough energy, not just to survive the day, but also to migrate and reproduce. With such a unique diet, it makes sense why the blue whale's throat is so small, because there is no need to make the throat bigger. Each bite seems to swallow a lot, but in fact most of it is useless seawater and then filtered out. So honestly, if you ever got accidentally swallowed by a blue whale, don't worry.
I've been trying to tell y'all, killer whales are just waterproof black air forces and fins. Their entire personality is bullying every name on the ocean senses for no reason at all. Let me explain why this video is way worse than you actually think. It's actually well known that orcas will tail slap their prey. It's the fastest way to make a seal join the Air Force. This video was filmed in Mexico, and there were actually 6 of these hood dolphins taking turns slapping the stingray. And after getting bodied the first time, the stingray was too weak to get away, so the orcas just kept violating it. And this went on for an hour and a half. Scientists watching this thought the orcas would just eat the stingray afterwards. Instead, when the stingray finally became past tense, all 6 orcas just watched it lifelessly sink to the bottom of the ocean. This wasn't about food or survival. Nah, these homicidal Oreos spent 90 minutes jumping a stingray because they thought it was fun. Orcas don't operate on survival, they live off malicious intent. They're one of the few animals that will go out of their way to torture and murk other animals for fun. They'll literally spend hours violating seals, penguins, and stingrays and not even eat them in the end. And that's another ballpark of disrespect. One scientist watched an orca chase a penguin for half an hour, snap its neck, and then leave its soul-divorced body floating on the surface. Moral of this video? Sharks don't run the ocean. This steroid zebra guppy does. The only reason they don't go after people is because they see themselves in us.